Hello, survivors of the apocalypse and veterans of Atom RPG. Welcome back to Trudograd. So we are at Mikhalich's. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Mikhalich's Tavern. Yeah, Mikhalich's Tavern. Many thanks for your comments, especially Arthur's guidance. So yeah, well, that's what I thought. Well, I mean, we can do this thing here that where we interrupted this execution. Well, maybe actually we need to do this right now. Yeah, well, but I have to criticize the game and the game design here to speak of role-playing for a second. So it is pretty evident that we talk to the prostitute in the outskirts, right? So here, that's where we started anyway. And so it's actually foreseeable that players would talk to that one, especially as she is also calling on the player. Yeah, so this other guy, Snowflake, or what was his name, Snowdrop, is therefore someone that you can rarely meet actually. So here we are. That's the situation there. Yeah. So that's and so far like cutting that off. Yeah, well, I personally like it a lot that there are options that you can only find if you do certain things, and that's actually one of the strengths of this game. Like with Baldur's Gate 3, for example, yeah. So they specifically design things in a way, you know, that they, you know, in a way appreciate it that only 0.5% of all players will ever see that in the first place or whatever, yeah. So that's fine. But well, I personally, as a completionist, for me it's a bit sad now. But well, so one of these guys is actually the one that we are supposed to talk to. But then, where was it here actually? Not this one here. Here, Stefan Snowdrop. I managed to find out that Valerian has an old colleague with whom they went on food expeditions together. Oh, well, let's put it like this. In the end, we are finding him, but then it's a bit sad that the game fails this one here, right? Because we are finding him as one victim here. Yeah, so, well, I feel that that's not very optimal. But well, on the other hand, it's also not unrealistic, right? So, and right now, so, for our personal situation here, it is like this. We are working for the police as a freelance agent. Let's look at ourselves as freelance agents, because we want to take down the scum, right? So, and there are still some jobs here to do. That the Barinka mystery, we solved. The Gone Northerners is also solved. And from Trudograd with love. This is where we need to investigate some more. There were some other jobs, right? Like these guys. So I'm not entirely certain. You know what I mean, right? Like there are two special missions. Now let's go here. There are, you know what I mean, right? But let's look at it. So, there are two special missions. This one, Kult's Lair, and the Karpybarov's Lair. And does it say anything here? Karpybarov's, what is it? Street crime? Yeah, that's this one. Ah, yeah, okay. Ah, no, this is actually not related. Oh, this is actually not related to the police. This was the printer. Ah, yeah, good, okay. Karpybarov's Lair. So we can actually do this one, although now we are back there. But what I want to do is actually to explore Mikhalich's Tavern. Yeah. And then we are going back to Kolotushkin Street for the mannequin situation. Or maybe on the way we are doing this thing here with the guy. Kolotush's Lair. Yeah, I think that's actually appropriate. And then we can do the mannequins, because then when we consume that that substance, yeah, and then it's the next day anyway. And I would hope that we don't lose too much time with that, but it would be realistic that it's always like plus 4 or 5 hours or whatever. So let's talk to this gentleman here. But well, many thanks again for the comments and the guidance. Yeah, and what I said before, so we are, is this the guy? I'm not entirely certain. So we are supposed to talk with someone who is probably a snitch from the police station. But I personally, as I said before, I don't feel that the police, or for that matter the ruling class here, is like very bad, doing very badly, that we need to immediately get in line here with the crooks. And I personally would not murder the guy just because he's looking at them, yeah? Is this the guy? I'm not sure. Let's talk to him. Mateusz Kolbasa, the unshaven man who was introduced to us as Mateusz Kolbasa, spying on the tavern's customers and doing a poor job of concealing it. Ah, okay. So actually I don't want to talk with him at all. Okay, load it from here. Okay, no. Then I don't want to... Here. Yeah, I'm waiting for a pal myself. His name is Made Up. Made Up Pretendovic. Pull it out of my ass off. Bye. Now let's rather not talk to him at all. We will do the police jobs first, and then we can maybe follow that road. Yeah. So, but let's have a look here. Oh, there are people there. Okay. Yeah, it's also a bit unlucky maybe that we went here. During the night, that we arrived here during the night and not during the day, but well. So let's do this one here then. I feel that this would literally be the normal thing, yeah, the first house to explore. By the way, we can't get in here right now, that's broken up. Okay, so, well then, let's do this one again. There was a lot of talking. Here they are. Hello! The first thing we see when we open the door is 2 bound and badly beaten men on their knees, shivering. The horror and desperation on their faces so vivid it takes us a couple of seconds to notice the gang of heavily armed men standing beside them. So I'm not going to read everything, we already did that. Please look at it in the last episode. Oh, what terrible timing! One of the hostages speaks. Oh, run, dude! Get out of here and call for help! Yeah. Shut your trap! And I'm just going through it, yeah? If you want to see it again. I mean, it's cool. It's a very cool conversation here. Hey guys, I didn't see anything incriminating, so I'm gonna go. Okay, no, that's what I was expecting to find when I took on this investigation. Now, let's not expose ourselves. So here, what's going on here? Talk. The leather-clad leader of the Northerners looks down at the sobbing Tulipov. There's no harm in telling you. Like all the bad guys always try to explain themselves, right? These bastards probably don't remember what they did in Kulpa. Aha, what did they do in that Kulpa place you mentioned? The Northerner twists Tulipov's ear and he yelps like a kicked dog. Go on, Tulipov, share the tale. Tell it like it is, Valerian. You can't escape your fate now. Confess to your sins before the gruesome end. It was a misunderstanding. We just slaughtered the whole village, including all children and, well, women, children, and elderly. Listened to him go. Captain Word said it over there. I'm guessing they carried out a punitive operation, right? Exactly, they came at night. Nobody knew who these bastards attacking us were, so everyone took up their pitchforks. No, we tried to explain we were there for the elder only. We only wanted to murder that one guy. And, well, we expected that everybody would just stand there and watch. Shut your pie hole, cocksucker. Yeah, when your woman and old folks started attacking too, we knew we couldn't leave any witnesses, so we murdered them all, and we liked it. Why, you fucking waste of human life. Well, if they killed everyone in the village, who are you guys? Well, we are the children who ran away. Okay, so now that we are acquainted, what are you planning to do next? How did you get into Trudograd? Yeah, let's ask that. And see what are you going to do next. While we were at it, we were working here and so on, and smuggled in stuff. We have a whole list of activities planned for these two. Okay, well, and are you guys okay when a severely mentally disturbed individual would dream up something like that? The man stomps on Tulipov's hand and twists it against the dirty floor. Isn't this baby killer more of a psycho than us? Well, actually he is. Yeah, but, well, guys, come on. So what's your verdict? Will you let us execute this war criminal in peace? Sorry, I can't let you do that. Oh, why is that? What are your arguments? Well, come on. Your brand of vigilante justice is meaningless. You know? What part of it is meaningless after what those two bastards did? Yeah, you know, a band of evil northerners tortures and murders 2 citizens of Trudograd and runs off? What a story. I wonder how it will affect the salaries of your countrymen working in the city. This will, you know, it will just incite hatred. Yeah, that's true. Our actions might incite a pogrom against our hard-working brethren. Oh, yeah. Exactly my line of reasoning when I dressed up like a Polish soldier and attacked a Nazi radio tower in 1939, and I was completely correct. Sure, it took 6 years and a few innocent victims, but Hitler killed himself in the end, didn't he? Yes, he did, allegedly. So, by the way, I forgot to explain this for those who can't connect this. So, we all, well, like, you know, what happened in 1939, the beginning of the Second World War, was that Nazi soldiers, German Nazi or Nazi German soldiers, were dressing up like Polish terrorists, we have to say, who attacked a German radio tower, and proclaimed some stuff and so on, and they also killed someone, so those guys left some bodies there, I think, even. And then Hitler said, like, at 5 o'clock or something, we began to return fire or something. So that's a rather famous thing. Yeah, with these words, the Second World War literally started, and the assault on Poland. And by the way, if you want to know more about that, you can also have a look at my Let's Play Panzerkorps Gold. Yeah, that's just a strategy game, but I'm also referring and actually learning a lot, in addition to what I knew before, in the course of all those scenarios. Yeah, and it starts with this attack actually, and I've been linking also interesting articles and stuff, to learn a little bit. So that's the aim of that Let's Play, and that one, by the way, that it will continue at some point. Right now we are at 1942, but we shifted our focus to the Pacific with the game Strategic Mind, the Pacific. But that one was crashing a lot, so I couldn't continue it. But actually, like 2 days ago or so, there was finally a new NVIDIA graphics drivers update. Yeah, finally, after months, and it looks like my system is stable now. But I didn't have any time to check out that game. Yeah, but like if you are interested in that, have a look. So and we, you know, like the 6 years, that's the time of the Second World War, and well, a few innocent victims, right? Saying like, I like Hexogen's humor there, the black humor behind that, because the Second World War was of course causing as many dead people as nothing else ever before. Or well, maybe only Mao killed more people with his communist revolution and stuff, yeah. But well, that's another story. So, yes, he did. Allegedly. Shut it, Grams, the dementia-free people are talking. Well, that's indeed still very unkind to say, huh? So, you know why I said all this, so you numbskulls would slaughter this pig quietly without attracting attention to other northerners. Yeah, no, the people Tulipov murdered are long dead, but your revenge will hurt actual living people, your own countrymen, no less. Yeah, so, I mean, this is actually where I do have a little problem here. I feel that they need to be put on trial. They shouldn't be just killed like this, yeah, but this is not an option that we could get here. I would even think that they should abduct the guys and then bring them to the village or something, and they grew up somewhere in another village, and then they should put them on trial there. That's my personal opinion. Yeah. But I mean, this is the post-apocalypse, of course. But like, it would be good for their psyche as well. Yeah, for this guy's psyche, if they would put them on trial and let them face what they did. Yeah, instead of just murdering them here. That's where you know, that's just low right now. So the people Tulipov murdered are long dead, but your revenge will hurt actual living people, your own countrymen, no less. Indeed, like if they did a real trial, this would even impress people and maybe inspire them, yeah, to have more rule of law again. So the Northerners look grimly at one another and move close together for a harshly whispered debate. Finally, their leader approaches us and says with a bone-deep weariness, "You're right, no matter how sweet it would be for me, personally, I can't let our actions hurt our hard-working brethren." Yeah, indeed. Ah, yeah. After kicking Tulipov and Snowdrop a couple of times and spitting in their faces for luck, the Northerners leave. Yeah, bye. Very good, and Hex got... Oh, seems like Tulipov managed to free himself. He stands up and cringes, rubbing his raw wrists. "Thank you, man. I'll never forget what you did for me. I've got to get back to my wife. The poor dear's probably crying her eyes out. Come see me at my place and we'll talk about your reward." Without giving us a chance to reply, Tulipov gives our hand a single vigorous shake and exits the building with extreme haste. We shake our head. Well, that's certainly not the most just outcome. So Hex has 30 points now, and by the way, let me just check something. Hex, yeah, I didn't forget this here. So we've got 3 additional skill points, which is awesome. So, and here we've got 6,000. Yeah. So we saved the criminals' hides. Yeah, these murderers' hides. Oh, what's that? Well, up. Well, I guess they wanted to do something here, or prepared something, or there's a deck of cards even. Can we actually collect that? Like, do we have better bomber gun cards now? Well, so Hex, anyway, you can wear the Soviet helmet now, and let's give you your ability points. So we've got martial arts. 250 would be attacks aimed at body parts are much more deadlier now. We've got the stealth with him. Removes the negative effects of stimulants except for the Dr. Death distinction. Oh, turns what at 200? Turns 30% of health points restored by stimulants and first aid kits into experience. Oh. Halves all negative effects from the use of BSF-12 and morphine except for the Dr. Death distinction. Doubles all positive effects. I think this BSF-12, that is some form of combat stimulant, right? Well... Oh, by the way, it's grayed out because this is not relevant for the guy, huh? The skill with which you survive the hardships of the Wasteland. Survival. How much do we have? 150, yeah. Yeah, well... Let's... At 150... No, let's max out the combat first. It's only 46 now, though. But yeah, it's still a good thing. So let's put it like this. And abilities, we've got 5 points now. So survival, we wanted to have this here. The HP restoration. That seems to be a good thing. Martial arts. He could also have the supersonic fist. And the Street Fighter. Your base melee damage increases if you have 50% more health. So, but here we wanted this one. Knockdown chance 10%. That seems to be rather useful. Pain points, yeah. Fast reaction. Blade Master. And yeah, I think this is actually like a direct benefit for the next battles, and then if we kill people quicker, then we don't need to increase our HP again. During night chance to cause critical conditions 1% for every second level. Yeah, let's have supersonic fist. For our Hardball, we want what happened? Yeah, here, I want to learn it. There. For Hardball I want that too. So we've got 6, by the way. Yeah, here. This one. The Fist of Fury. And this one here, the Street Fighter. That seems to be better. The Shield Bearer, Plate Master. Self-sufficient. On the other hand, like the cold and toxic resistance is also maybe interesting. Like for us more than for Hex, of course. But I feel we should actually have this here, the supersonic fist as well. Knockdown chance 10. There. There you go. Then lots of empty bottles. Oh, there's someone. Stefan. Ah, that's Stefan Snowdrop. Oh, he's living here. Ah, yeah, okay. Well, you don't need your empty tins, right, buddy? Or some cucumbers. Brine or wrestle is a favorite traditional remedy for a hangover, yeah. Let's take that. It's very heavy, though. Well, and he doesn't believe in keeping order, huh? What is that? That's the pre-war vodka, huh? This is an empty tin. Oh, yeah. Let's have that. Do you need that? No, then let's have that. Okay. And this one. Okay, then. So, hey, Stefan. The man standing before us glares at us like a crazy person, left eye twitching and hands tremble. Oh, thanks for delaying my death at least for a couple of weeks. I always thought I'd be okay with getting murdered, but when the shit hit the fan, I desperately wanted to survive. Well, no problem, buddy. By the way, do you barter anything? Oh, you've got a rusty Makarov there. Oh, yeah. Well, how about those? For just 27 rubles. That seems to be a good deal. But he doesn't have anything else that's of interest. Like 27. How about a broken bottle so you can defend yourself? Oh, this is not allowed to trade. Black Lotus. Ever wanted to become a Black Lotus addict? By the way, why do we have even a pre-war glass, a rarity in the Wasteland? Yeah, you can have another glass, right? You like that, right? Well, and how about some empty bottles, buddy? Like all 3 of them. Because you know what I'm getting at, right? And we don't have anything else like for 4, yeah. How about 4 rubles? You don't have anything in your pockets there, huh? There you go. So, no problem. Listen, since I helped you out, could you answer a few of my questions? Yeah, don't mention it. Say, how did you get into this whole mess with Tulipov? Why are you still trembling? It's all over. Don't you think you owe me something for my help? Yeah, let's ask him that later. Or maybe we ask this first. Yeah, so don't you think you owe me something for my help? The drunkard gives us a very blunt and simple reply. We implicitly believe he's telling the truth. I would be glad to reward you, but I have nothing worth giving. I lost it all. I soiled it all. I wasted it all. Let Tulipov pay you for both our lives. It's the least he can do now. Well, buddy, why are you so desperate, I wonder? How did you get into this mess with Tulipov in the first place? The man's face falls as he clenches his fists and closes his eyes. Me and Valerian worked for the city all through the 90s, procuring provisions for Trudograd. We were young, drunk on power, and eager to start a fight at every place we went. My eyes saw such terrible things. My hands, oh, what terror my hands wreaked, and my feet, and my knife, and my shovel, oh God! Even though my instincts told me I wanted to live through that encounter with the Northerners, I know we deserve death for what we did. We murdered all that is pure and innocent in this world, and we never considered what that might do to our eternal souls or our future lives. Well, firstly, you can repent. Lead a good life instead of wasting it with drinking. Well, so what did you do? Give me all the bloody details. No, to relate even one of those stories out loud, I wouldn't be able to live with the guilt. I'd have to kill myself. Okay, well. Why? But why? You need to repent, you know? Do something for other people. Be a good person. Become your best self. But why are you so nervous? It's all over now. Stefan looks through us into the distance and shakes his head. By the way, this should be wide, right? Nothing is over and never will be. You think those guys are the only ones who'd love to dance on our still warm corpses? No, they were just the first to finally find us. Well, I don't want to know, but could you answer a few simple questions for me? You helped me out, alright, give me your questions. Yeah, well, that's what we always wanted to know, right? How does it feel to be an alcoholic? Don't make fun of me, man. You could end up just like me in a few years. Well, and do you have a job? I'm helping recycle bottles. Bring 1,000 empties in and you get enough coins for a single full one. Not all that much though, is it? Thankfully I also get a pension and earn some extra cash doing odd jobs here and there. Oh yeah, well, we know about doing odd jobs here and there. Well, what do you think about Trudograd? What should I think about it? You know what we had to do to bring food into the city. Yeah, well... And well, care to share some gossip with me? We don't even want to imagine that with our very colorful imagination and creativity, huh? Gossip? Instead of a rumor, here's some good advice. Never drink barinka, that's a local drink. It will make you go blind, and if you don't go blind, you'll go deaf or get a rash. Imagine how much your hideously deformed face will scare all the kids and old ladies out there. Well, really? But your face isn't so deformed. But well... Okay then, let's change the subject then. Well... Wait, I owe the continuation of my messed up life to you. Be so sure, talk about anything you want. Wait, I forgot to ask you something. No, okay, no, I changed my mind. Okay then, well, I think you've suffered enough for one day here. Okay, well. Yeah. I still think it was a good thing. Let's collect the empty bottles here. That's why, by the way, thrifty me traded those for exactly that reason. So, let's get out of here. And because he's such a bad person, we are not even closing the door. But by the way, no, we didn't get cold there. Okay, so like this. So now, we're just walking past this guy. It would be smart to watch him a while anyway. There. I like the light here. So, oh yeah, this looks very bad. Bad situation there. So I think this is a pretty regular Soviet wooden floor. You know, these here. Hello there. Oh, it's an old lady knitting. Hello. This short woman in her 60s looks very worried, but still manages a friendly smile. Ah, are you a friend of Piotr's? I'm so glad you're here. As if my son's anxiety lately was enough. Now there are people lurking around my neighbor Snowdrop's house. Armed people. Well, thank you for the warm welcome. Could you answer a couple of questions? What happened at the neighbors? I have no idea. Anyway, I'd better go now. No. The insanity we hold back, right? I was afraid you weren't going to stay. You're a traveler, aren't you? I'd like to hear what you're curious about. Of course, your kind usually ask the same tired questions. What's my name? What do I do? What do I think of the city? But perhaps you'll surprise me. I won't, sorry. Oh well. Not to worry, I like chatting anyway. Yeah, well, and what's your name? I have many names. My son, for example, calls me Ma. I suppose because he's economical with sounds. My late husband called me Little Laddie and Muffin because I've always been on the plump side. Well, you look like it. You should have worked out, lady, but well. My friends call me Lidushka, Lidochka, Lidonka, Lida, Sergevna, Liduzik. When I was a child, my mama called me Piggy and Kavronya. I wasn't squeamish. I'd eat anything. Bran, roots, acorns, barley, malt, oil cake. Once I even ate a bug. I'm not kidding. Well, actually, insects are a good source of protein, right? Like, as long as they are not infected with something nasty. Every spring when I was a child, Maybugs used to come to our fields. They were huge. I never see big bugs like since the war. Anywho, my elder brother brought one home and said, "Here's a candy for you." I put it in my mouth and burst out crying. Yeah, you can call me Lydia. Lydia Nechayeva. Oh, now Lydia Nechayeva, huh? Her name changed. Well, okay, Lydia. But you know, I mean, you have to admit that was actually a really good, if a bit cruel prank on you, right? And you were a little bit stupid as well to put that into your mouth when it was pretty clear that it was a bug, right? But well, whatever. What do you do for a living? I think I've tried everything in my day. I worked as a cook, a bricklayer, a kindergarten teacher, a street cleaner. After the war, I was offered to head a field kitchen on a food expedition, but I refused. And now I build greenhouses sometimes. And what's your occupation, dear? Well, I'm an atom agent. I'm looking for a railgun hidden somewhere in the city. Oh, here, that's a secret. That makes us even more suspicious, right? I'm a chef. I can make porridge from a single grain of corn. Yeah. That seems to be a very good skill. I don't know. I'm an ordinary adventurer, actually. Also, I'm sort of unemployed, you know, like, yeah. Yes, in Trudograd, people like you are like bees around blossoms, and no wonder. The city is big, rich, and quite beautiful, and then again there's this game, Bombergun. Oh, are you playing it? No. Well, what can you say about Trudograd? Trudograd, you know what we used to call it back in the village? The big city, and we were right. It eventually grew so big it devoured our village, and by 1975 it was a bedroom community. I don't live there anymore. Now it's only for posh people. But I don't complain. After all, my shack is in the big city as well. Yes, it is, my dear big city. Well, I mean, you certainly have a positive attitude there. Have you heard any rumors you'd like to share with us? Interested in rumors? We have plenty of them. Oh, there's even a world map update now. Have you been to our port? A friend of mine used to go there to feed sparrows. Now there's not a single sparrow left in the entire port. Must be radiation. Now she feeds ducks in the scrub behind Grey Corner. Terrible place. The scrub behind Grey Corner. Well, or take the scrap quarter, for example. Even something as innocent as an apple is sold by a scurrilous, cold-blooded murderer. People say he'll kill anyone for the right price. Just terrible. Okay, well, we know the guy, but it's good to know more about him. And the suburbs, there was a magician there who was showing tricks that are literally impossible to repeat, though many tried. I'm telling you, it's black magic, satanism, the devil take him. Maybe he already did. Well, it's certainly possible. Can we talk about something else? Whatever you say. Or maybe you actually know more rumors? I think I told you all the important stuff. I don't know anything else interesting, although people say the police are trading confiscated weapons. Apparently, they only supply guns to people who work for them, but who would believe such rubbish? Well, that's actually good to know. Thanks. And, well, let's talk about something else. Whatever you say. Well, you mentioned your son's been acting funny. Do you know what happened? I don't know, but he really isn't himself. When I ask him what's wrong, he just tells awful jokes like, Mama, I lost your heart in a card game with Ruslan Lee. Ridiculous. Could you reach out to him, seeing as you are his best friend? Well, yeah. Well, of course. But could you give us a little bit more information first? Who is this Ruslan Lee? I don't really know. A card player, I guess. Uh-huh. Well... And by the way, what makes you think I'm a friend of your son's? He walked right in without knocking. If you're not a friend of his, what would bring you here? There isn't any other reason for you to pay us a visit. So don't be shy. I know who you are and what you two rascals have in common. Your love for cards, undoubtedly, and perhaps alcohol as well. Oh, well, Lydia, you're so innocent and nice, yeah. We don't even want to... Oh, but there's nothing wrong with that. I've allowed him to drink since he turned 21. He's a grown man. What else can I do to while away the time? Yeah, I mean, alcohol has also a lot of calories, right? But, well, good question. In that case, I better go. But, well, she's nice. She's got a positive attitude there. Oh, and that is another war hero. There are lots of war heroes. Spoon. Uh-huh, some canned fish. We take that, you know. The cans, yeah, they don't need those, right? But let's have them. They can keep that stuff. There's also coffee here. Yeah. Why would they put the coffee beside the window, by the way? Okay, so, well, I'm a monster! Oh, there's a Aralcum candy. I think we should rather trade those. Can we actually switch on the radio? Use it. Doesn't say anything. Well, there was the guy here there, saving the game. Hello there, good man. A man with curly hair and a gloomy stubbled face looks up at us with worried eyes. I'm not Stefan Snowdrop, he's my neighbor. Oh wait, you're not a northerner, are you? Is this about the debt? Oh, I'll pay. I already found a container of the right size. That shoebox under the bed. I'll do it, I promise. What are you going to do? Sorry, it slipped my mind. Yep, I'll tell him that. We fold our arms and nod. No, what are you going to do? Sorry, it slipped my mind. The man looks at us dubiously, then starts massaging his temples. I don't want to talk about it. Just leave me alone, please. Answer my questions and I will. Come on. I just want to know what this debt thing is about. What do you know about what happened to Snowdrop? Huh? Now, here, come on. I just want to know what this debt thing is about. Personality. The man thinks his actions over carefully, then gives an exhausted snort and says under his breath, Curious, aren't you? Wait until we get to the scary part. A couple of days ago I lost at Atomic Blackjack to Ruslan Lee, the card sharp. I thought at first you must be one of his friends. So, what did you wager? Your apartment? Your last pair of shoes? Well, gambling debt is sacred, right? Ha! Loser! So what did you wager? Your apartment? Your last pair of shoes? Or what? I wish it was that. Do you think I'd be this upset about losing my shoes? As for the apartment, look at this dump. You can hardly even call it an apartment. Well, you know, buddy, but it's yours at least. No, but I lost. Oh, it's so much more terrible. I can't bring myself to say it. Well, are you going to tell me what it was? Or what? I, Pyotr Nechayev, gambled and lost my mother's heart. Old Hexogen makes a choking sound and pukes out a glass and a half of something that looks like milk. What's weird is we could swear he wasn't drinking anything during the terrible finale of the story. Hexogen, where did that come from? What is that? Milk? The hapless card player makes to add something, but instead just lowers his curly mane, horrified at his own confession. What do you mean? that kind of some kind of metaphor or something? Or is it jewelry or something? I wish it was. We started out gambling money, then things, then Ruslan, that red bastard, beat me soundly. Yes, I know I screwed up big time. I was such an idiot, but this rogue robbed me. Naturally, I had to try and win my money back, you understand? I was forced to put the most precious thing at stake. But I was on a losing streak, and now I have to bring my mother's heart to this wretch. Sweet lord, damn that infernal game. I'll ask again. What do you mean, you have to bring your mother's heart? Is that a metaphor or gang talk or something? Well, I still don't understand, or I hope I don't. This is some next level of BS, right? Like, what is this? Or did they want her alive, but just like that? And why? That would be very sadistic. That would even mean that we will help you to, you know, establish a judgment day for such a bad person. Like who would gamble with someone just to force them to kill their own mother? Like, that's like really bad. And no, every righteous person would then, you know, I think, have quite the justification for some good judgment there. But yeah, I'll ask again. What do you mean? Do I have to spell it out for you? My mom's right here, so she can hear us, you know. She doesn't believe me, though. Says it's just a bunch of nonsense, but the man fills his lungs before exhaling wearily. He speaks again in a lower voice. But the law of gambling debt says I have to cut her heart out and bring it to Ruslan Lee. I've even prepared a little shoebox for the task. See? Heavens, it makes me queasy even to say it. I'm such a monster. How could I? Well, you're more of an idiot if you are really planning to kill your mother because of some stupid debt. Yeah, it's more a prank, right? The guy, like... Well, good luck with some hard business. I have to go. No, we would certainly never say such a thing. Isn't there some loophole you can exploit? Fuck if I know. Can I do anything to help? This is lunacy, or are such situations considered normal around here? Yeah. Well, isn't there some loophole you can exploit? There's one thing I considered, even if it makes me an outcast in card-playing society. If I trick him, give him something else in place of my mother's heart, that might work. And if he comes here to check up on me, I just won't open the door. It's within my rights not to. But the only thing I could think of as a replacement is a pig's heart. Look, I'll show you. The man casts a wary look at his mother and, doing his best not to attract her attention, pulls a blood-soaked shoebox from under his bed. He opens it to reveal an ugly bluish pig's heart. But only an idiot would take this for a human heart. This trick is an ancient joke among atomic blackjack players, like the kind of your grandfather would tell. I'd never be able to deceive this asshole, but do you think you could? Well, I don't know. What will I get in return? I swear I'll give you my knowledge of playing cards in just a couple of lessons. You'll learn all the secrets of my trade. Maybe even one lesson will be enough if you're smart. What secrets? Last time I checked, you got yourself into this situation by losing a card game, right? Yeah. Well, Ruslan is special. I don't think he's ever lost to anyone in his life. He must have suckled a deck of cards instead of his mother's breast. There's no other way to explain it, but I often win when I play with ordinary people and not card gods. And I can also do tricks. All this will be yours if you help me. Oh my god, could we have talked with this guy and then after that only go to the magician? Well, deal. Now give me the heart. I'd kiss you, but I'm afraid you might whack me if I do. Here, just don't touch it with your bare hands. Getting rid of worms is a headache these days. Please do your best. I really don't want to cut my mama open. No, you shouldn't. We stifle a nudge to flee from this absurd situation and take the shoebox. Ruslan Lee lives in the port next to the Guangzhou tea house. Good luck, I don't know what else I can say. Well, what else is there to say? Wait here. Well, I guess this would always have come to this, huh? Oh yeah, it's a pig's heart. A real genuine pig's heart in a shoebox. You can pass it off as a human's heart, or at least try to do so. Well, we couldn't even play with the guy. Or can we? Piotr? No, okay. Nothing yet, but I'll be back. What do you know about what happened to Snowdrop? I don't know anything. All I saw was a gang of northern thugs breaking down Stefan's door, and later they ran out. That's all. I swear. Well, okay, I'll be off. Bye-bye. Well then. So, well, we've got another quest. And is the sins of the... No, this is sins of the past here. So this irritating thing here. The very irritating thing. For a completionist, failing something. Oh, it's so irritating. So, well... So here, a mercenary army. Mercenaries from the Steel Shield organization like to hang around Mikhalich's Tavern, but that's probably during the day then. Elias, the merchant, asked me to destroy all the mermaids infesting the sauerkraut cellar. Ah, yeah. I was asked to deal with Mateusz, a spy sent by the police, yeah. Which we are not going to do yet. So, there. Oh, hello, knock knock. Hello there. Oh. A youngish woman is busily cleaning the very dusty and grimy room. Sensing we stand next to her, she furtively glances our way and yelps. Eek! Why did you sneak up on me like that? Did you come for the leaflets? Sure you did. I'm sorry, I'm on pins and needles ever since there was some kind of scuffle here not that long ago. So, are you ready to work? I have no idea what you're talking about. I just wanted to ask you a few questions. I don't understand. What leaflets are you talking about? Leaflets? Well, sure. Remind me what I'm supposed to do with them again. Yeah. I don't understand what leaflets are you talking about. Let's be honest with her. I think she seems nice, right? Let's not lie to her and ruin our relationship before it even has started, right? After my husband died, me and his best friend Ernest decided to try our hand at opening a business. He always gathers the best scrap during his hunting trip, so why not try and sell it? We drove to the city, cleaned out my hubby's old apartment, and I sent Ernest to gather items for our inventory. Then I went to the printing house on Kolotushkin Street and made a huge batch of leaflets to advertise our grand opening. That's when you come along. Now that I've told you all that, maybe you'd like to try distributing those ads for me. It's an honest job with honest pay once it's done. Well... We do the odd job, right? But maybe we talk first a little bit. If it's not it's not entirely my business, but what happened to your husband? Oh, terrible fatal mistake during a hunting trip. The rifle he had slung across his back discharged all on its own and shot him in the back of the head. His best friend Ernest was the sole witness. When he carried my arsony's cold, dead body out of the woods, I couldn't believe my eyes. Oh, such a shame. Such a good man he was. Oh, I sense a very bad thing here. Oh, she's so naive, huh? This poor thing. Well, your husband had his... Or maybe she is actually the opposite. You know, and we see a devil in disguise here. The typical very bad woman, yeah, who cheated on her husband with his best friend and then talked the guy into killing him. Well, so your husband had his own apartment in Trudograd. Why didn't you live here before he died? He inherited this place from a dead aunt around 5 years ago. We were already happily married and had a house of our own on the outskirts back then. Plus, Arseny and Ernest always loved nature, clean air, and distant neighbors. They spent their days hunting while I worked around the house. It was a simple, traditional life. I see. Well... And why don't you or Ernest do it instead? Enough questions, friend. Here you go. The woman produces a huge stack of printed leaflets advertising Vasilisa's Needful Things shop. Apparently, she never considered we might decline her job offer. Well, okay, where should I leave these? Just take a walk around the city, but stay away from the busy areas. They already have all kinds of shops. Stroll the back streets, the gutters, the shanty towns hidden from sight between the more lively neighborhoods. Then give these babies out to anyone who seems interested. Come back when you are out of leaflets. Okay, I see. Could you answer a few questions for me? I've got a ton of work to do, but since you agreed to help out, okay, ask away. Well, what's your name in the first place? Like, I'm Vasilisa. It's a lucky name, and since it starts with a V, like victory, or voluptuous, or virtuous, Vasilisa's variety vintage vestibule. How's that for a shop name? Well, interesting at least, yeah. And what do you do? Right now, I'm trying my luck in big city business. Can't say it's the best thing for a lady, but at least it's better than stealing or selling crack. Well, I do like your humor there. And well, what can you tell me about Trudograd? I love Trudograd, but a lot of scary stuff happens around here. Folks are saying that smugglers recently acquired a huge cache of weapons which they are going to sell to the highest bidder. But why now? Is it because some ominous event inexorably approaches, something that will change the city forever? Well, possibly, right? So, I mean, there seems to be a lot pointing into exactly that direction, right? But well. And do you have any rumors to share? My friend from the dock says she's said she's seen strange lights out of the sea on cloudless nights. How terrible. Those must be the ghost pirates of Skull Rock. That place is cursed, you know? Oh, Skull Rock? Wow. That sounds interesting. Well, I see. So can we change the subject? If you say so. Well, actually, we should probably go then. We'll do this job for you. So, leaflets. These leaflets are an advertisement for the Vasilisa's Needful Things shop near the Mikhalych Tavern. Well then, yeah. Why not? Can we actually... Is it okay, like, if we help you clean a little bit? Yeah, look at this. Oh yeah, there. And, well, so much dirt. Oh my god. Insulated set. Warm pants with knee pads. Tarpaulin boots with woolen sock. And a knitted sweater with a leather jacket over at 15 cold resistance. Like, what are we actually wearing? Like, we had the military... This military gown. Oh, now we are encumbered here, and we have the second babushka scarf. Well, actually, maybe we should build the one, despite me thinking that we should build our crossbow like right from scratch. Would be better. Probably. Where's the? There. Oh, this is cold and resistant and survival, huh? Well, I like that better, actually. And, like, let me just save the game for a second. So, there. And how did this work again? Use. Ah, yeah, we are wearing that now. Okay, and what do we have here? That's 12. A hiker set, a frayed leather jacket, military trousers with pockets, and comfy boots are the best set for traveling in the waste. It's 12 cold resistance. And this here had what? 15. Well. You don't mind if we take our, off our clothes, right? Like right here. There. Oh, it's blue. Oh, I like that actually. I like that. Well. Weights 0.3 kilograms. Actually, not so much. Yeah, well. This one goes to Hex. Well. The Nagant. And the hunting rifle. And we can actually shoot the hunting... Oh, we can't shoot the hunting rifle. 52, by the way. What was this again? Hex. Show what you can do. No, sorry. It's here. Characteristics. Rifle 60. So he could actually shoot that. Okay-ish. So let's give this weapon to him then. Like for long range shooting. Or like it is mid-range, the hunting rifle. Yeah, 713. Yeah, let's actually do that. So. Lady, you don't mind if we borrow your clothes, right? Yeah, you are here. Or maybe it's some old stuff. Anyway, oh. And, yeah. Well, we leave her the soap. There's something here, though. What's that? Aurora Hunters. Some waste paper. Oh, and there's some toilet literature. 3 hunters. The 3rd book of 5 in the series describing the daring adventures of Aurora Dzerzhinskaya. That autumn, infamous oil baron Tajibek Saidov went hunting with his retinue. For 3 days and 3 nights, a snow-white motorcycle raced across the plain, with guards, courtiers, and advisors following close behind. Taking up the rear of his posse were multiple Kamaz trucks carrying tents and carpets, camp furniture, and slaves. These same slaves set up camp every evening, prepared food, and delighted the ruler with poetry and music. On the 4th day, they discovered an abandoned farm. The branches of the trees were bent low under the weight of ripe peaches and plums. Wild goats and sheep walked among them, attracted to the coolness of the ponds. And a concrete statue of Lenin stood in the middle of it all, gazing sadly at the destroyed village council building. Tajibek's heart was overjoyed. Taking the gilded Mauser from his belt, he ordered the hunt to begin. The goats and sheep were butchered and sent to the cauldrons. The servants cut down the fruit trees to build fires for the camp, and Lenin was in short order thrown down from the pedestal, for there was no ruler in these lands who could stand above the brilliant oil baron. Yeah, who is surely a smart guy if he cuts off the fruit trees, right? But well, as the baron's people settled down to eat, a large caravan appeared near the farm. It was carrying slaves and goods. As soon as the merchants discovered the identity of the chief, they fell on their knees before Tajibek, the most glorious of the oil barons. They spread a rich carpet at his feet, offered a carved seat inlaid with gems and covered with velvet, and asked him to appraise their goods. Tajibek was offered gold-plated Kalashnikov assault rifles, body armor embroidered with pearls and turquoise, Alchin helmets finely engraved in silver and gold. Tajibek paid handsomely for the goods, for he loved to make generous gifts to his soldiers. Then 2 prisoners were displayed for him. The first of these was an advisor from Benzodar, Ali Oktan, who had been captured on a business trip. And he probably doesn't have anything to do with octane, right? Like the octane in fuel, but well. The second prisoner was a woman. Her limbs were manacled and her body battered and bruised, but despite this, the slave was beautiful, like a motorcycle from the Podolsk mechanical plant. The baron's harem was 101 women strong, but he had never seen such a beauty. He was informed the she-slave had been captured during an unsuccessful raid on a gasoline train. Tajibek Saidov rewarded the merchant. Since he was at war with Benzodar at the time, he ordered the advisor bound to his motorcycle. The next morning he would chase the baron's iron horse until his spirit left the body. The female prisoner he ordered washed, anointed with oils, and delivered to his tent at nightfall. Seeing how she glared at him in return, he was greatly amused and released a guttural laugh before retiring to the feast. Continue the saga in the 4th book, Aurora's Escape. Ah, so the slave is Aurora, huh? Well then, that was exciting, right? So, yeah, let's not be unkind. Let's keep her... Oh yeah, you will. We are collecting the medals now, but we are not unkind and steal her toilet paper. So, well, what do you think? What's your theory? Like, did she murder her husband? Dann wirst du für mich die Schönste sein. Monika, dann bist du mein. Oh, he's singing a German song there. Der Befehl Panzermarsch ist und da gibt es für uns kein Vielleicht. Unsere Waffen behüten das Leben. Jedes Ziel wird von uns schnell erreicht. Ja, übers Jahr, da bin ich wieder da. Bitte warte auf mich, kleine Monika. Dann wirst du für mich die Schönste sein. Monika, dann bist du mein. Well, kehren am Abend wir heim in das Städtchen, sinkt die Sonne mit funkelndem Schein und wir lachen und grüßen die Mädchen, doch ich sehe nur die eine allein. Well, that's romantic, isn't it? Ja, übers Jahr, da bin ich wieder da. Bitte warte auf mich, kleine Monika. Dann wirst du für mich die Schönste sein. Well, hello there. Oh, he's got a mustache there. Oh, he's from the German Federal Republic. As we approached, like in German, Deutsche Demokratische Republik. As we approached the heavy metal door, the man standing in front of it stops singing his little tune and raises a hand for us to halt. 2 things immediately catch our attention: his good manners and his harsh accent. Guten Tag. I beg forgiveness for denying you free passage, but this place is off limits. We quickly figure out this is probably David, business partner of Elias, the man who sent us to eradicate the ant colony. We wonder how he'll react when he hears about our quest. Well, why? What are you hiding in there? Yeah, let's actually make a little prank here. Oh, me and my Freunde, we decided to earn a bit of Geld selling their sauerkraut on the local market, but alas, these mutated giant ants your folk call mimics, unbeknownst to us, infected one of the barrels with their putrid eggs. Now I have to guard this door lest the mutated creatures escape and breed all over this fine Stadt. Please, leave me to my honor-bound duty. Well, David, you are actually indeed very honorable. That's very conscientious, you know. Very responsible there. But we are actually here to help. But by the way, we notice you don't sound like a local. Where are you from? I am from the company Bruderschaft, a merchant brotherhood. We are of the GDR. This is why we know the local language on an adequate level. We are good at trade, good at business, but with our attempt to sell sauerkraut, we fucked up, as the locals say. Is that so? Well, could you answer a few questions for me? Nein. My mission is to guard their cellar so that nobody comes in and especially out. It would be unbesonnen of me to waste energy on this conversation while doing my duty. Is that so? Unbesonnen, huh? Okay, Elias sent me actually. I have an audience with the Mimic family. The man exhales and steps away from the heavy door to the ant-infested cellar. I hope you know what you're doing, Freund. I'll stay here while you perform this gruesome Arbeit and stop any ants trying to escape your mighty boot. After that, we will see each other again with Elias. Sehr gut? Sehr gut. But first answer a few questions for me now. Nein, the time to chat and play grab-ass has passed, mein Freund. Now is the time for action. Well, okay then. I'll go check things out then. Well, grab-ass, huh? Well, but what happens behind this door? Dear fellow survivors of the apocalypse. Unser Panzer singt das Lied aus dem Fenster, da winken die Mädchen. Oh. What happens there we will see in the next episode. By the way, I like this little elk here. That's actually a funny outfit. And well, by the way, the survival, does this help us? Experience received via usage of the skill increased by 20, but that's at 200. Oh yeah, okay, well. Yeah, we kind of didn't we didn't encounter any situations yet where we needed to increase anything. However, for this fight, by the way, it's just like 6,000 experience points. Like maybe actually we will see something. So let's wear this one here. We will see a level up here, who knows. So let's wear this one. So, and that concludes today's episode. Many thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. And if you did, please do click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you never ever miss an episode again. And, well, if you want to share any thoughts, feelings, tips and tricks, your own experience with the game or anything else, your wishes or hopes or dread of the post-apocalypse, please feel heartily invited to share your thoughts in the comment section. And many thanks for all your support. You know about the algorithm, so whatever you do, even if you only write something very short or something, I would really appreciate that. Helps to keep this channel open and running. Many thanks. See you next time. Bye-bye.